finally had confidence in ourselves as a team from our 9th place placing, which is better than the top 20s and the top 16s of all year. So I think we thought that our practice was better and we were improving so that the teams that we placed or played in the beginning of the tournament wouldn't be as hard. It's time to go. Like, there's no more f***ing around. It's like, if our problem right now is starting slow, then our biggest thing that we need to change is how hard we're going in the first set of scrims that we get on to play. So we know that and we understand that, and we're just trying to light the fire right now so that when we get to the event, everything's already rolling. Most of the viewers probably understand that the gamers, and especially the Call of Duty scene, have the worst sleeping schedules possible for that scenario, because like every single person in the community wakes up after 12 p.m. so like waking up before 8 is like a shock to your system. I mean, it was just, you just got to roll with the punches and deal with it, you know what I mean? I mean, we were fine. We all showed up to the venue. Everybody got up early. We were good. Everybody got our water and everything. We were ready, and it was a good day. we were prepared. So going into the first match was a little weird. We found out a day or two before the tournament that the actual bracket came out. And before that, every bracket that came out, we were supposed to be playing this other team. And then like the day before the tournament, they came out with the actual bracket, and we ended up playing Havoc Esports, which is Holler, Mir, BZ, and Bounds. I'm not making excuses like saying like, oh, they're better than every other team, or like we underestimated them or anything like that. We just played sloppy in our first match. It was like, instead of playing as a team, we were playing to get kills and just not flowing right. And the team that we played, Havoc, they showed up and they played extremely well. Holler was playing well through every game mode. They played the hard points extremely well. I mean, it was just a good game from those guys. I'm not going to take anything away from them. They were playing 100% right. And I mean, were there situations that we could have capitalized on to win that series? 150%, but you live and you learn, and you just got to go with it. So, I mean, it was a tough first match. I think it really shocked us because we expected to be playing a team like Echo Fox when they played their first match. Like, they 250 to 6-point clubbed the team. You know what I mean? We were expecting like a match similar to that, where it wasn't like as much of a challenge. But then as soon as I knew we were playing Holler and Mir, like, you got a world champion on the other team. You got Holler, who's played in multiple tournaments. BZ, we played him at Champs last year. So you can never underestimate anybody. And they just came out with the fire. You could tell like our comms were flat and they were all yelling at each other and screaming and getting hyped and everything, you know? So it's hard to match that energy when you're a seasoned team and they still got that hunger and fire in them, you know what I mean? So when you're not playing at a tournament or in champs or in a different environment, but like in a qualifier, it's hard to match that kind of fire and passion that they have. So for early in the morning, they just came out with it, man. They were ready. I mean, we were good after the loss. We talked about everything. Obviously, everybody was really pissed. It took us a little bit to regain, but we knew that that match wasn't who we are. Like, if you put us up against E6 at Anaheim and we're taking them to the last map, then that's not the same team that you saw against those guys. Like, it's just not. And we understood that. We knew that that wasn't us, and we knew that like what we needed to bring. So going into the second match, I think we just needed a restart, and we just needed to win some maps and some modes and just get like a couple map wins under our belt, you know what I mean, to get the flow with the maps and everything like that. And even in the second match, we were up by like 120 points on the first map, and the team ended up coming back and winning. So it was like, even after that map, I literally like sat back and looked at all my teammates like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, we're up 120 points, they break us on one hill, and this guy goes on like a 7 kill streak and gets streaks, and I'm like, it's like everybody just stops talking, everybody wants to go by themselves and everything, and like it's my job as a leader to regroup and get everybody back and get them going, and on that map it just wasn't gonna happen. So I'm just looking at everybody like are we okay? Like, what's going on here? Can we like step it up? Can we bring it back? Like, we're not just gonna accept this, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna get double first rounded at a Champs OQ. I've never missed a Champs. If you think I'm getting double first rounded here, like, you guys need to go fucking stand up and walk around and think about some shit, because I ain't letting this happen. And Thankfully, we regained and we won the next 3 maps. Like, there's some crazy turns in there, you know. We're playing IW, probably one of the most sporadic games. It's the only game that's ever seen this many different championship winners, and in the fact that the sense that this is the second least tournaments held in a year other than Black Ops 3. So you're talking about the variety of championships and a lack of tournaments. So that just tells you the game's changed so much throughout the year, throughout the course of the year. Anybody can win at any time, man. Anybody can hit a shot with an MV4, or a sniper rifle could come out. You never know, man. Like, what could happen? So the second match, I think we just found our feet and got going. It's just, it seems so hard to, or it seems so easy to comprehend and understand. It's hard to explain, but when you're playing like an amateur setting team or something like that, the way they win is by upsetting you, and upset these top teams or anybody is strictly based on the fact that they play at such a fast tempo, but they play individually. So if you allow them to play individually and fast and they win all their gunfights, then they can upset you, they can win the game. But if you play like a seasoned team, like a regular team, like you punish these people because you let them fly into you. They can use their jetpacks, but if you got 2 people or 3 people shooting at the same guy, he's not going to kill everybody.
I just got shit on.
So I was just trying to explain to him, like, these guys are going to play fast, they're going to challenge, like, they don't know how to play, they don't know how to play 100% correctly. Like, they aren't LG, they aren't Optic, they aren't FaZe or Envy or these guys. Like, they know how to play with their teammates, they know how to go. That's what they do. So if they were going to let them go, like, just punish them for it. And then I think we finally got that, and I think it also helped that we had like our best S&D map, second map against them. So like we could just steamroll them in that and then keep going from there. I just knew, like, game 5, they put it on my map, breakout S&D, and I don't know what it is about that map, but I just love the angles on it with a sniper rifle, and I know how to work around it. I don't know. It was just, I go over here and get a couple of snipes, and my teammates can play around that, and I think that's what happened. I was just allowed to, I was opening up the map in certain situations and allowing us to have advantages in numbers. So I think that the sniper, like, I mean, we played breakout S&D 1 time on LAN, the very first time we ever played it on LAN, and we got smoked on it. And I looked at all my teammates, especially accuracy, because he was very questionable of my sniper rifle skills back in the day. And I literally looked at him and I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck what you say to me. I gotta put the fear of God in these kids with a sniper rifle. And ever since then, that's what I've been doing on that map. I was like, if they come B, I'm gonna get 2 kills. And I hit marked the first guy and then got 2 more kills at B. And literally we won that round, and I was like, they're never coming B again. They didn't come B for the rest of the game. We just know that we gotta prepare, and I mean, last time we played Millennium, we had a pretty good match against them, so I feel confident in that matchup. Ghost Gaming, I feel confident in that matchup as long as we just show up and we're ready to play. Like, against Splice, I feel confident against anybody. It doesn't matter who we're put up against. I think we can compete with any team, anytime. And as long as all 4 of us show up ready to go on that day, we'll be good to go. No, I mean, shout out to the TK supporters, man. TkAllDay, we live out here, boy.